Here's why I prefer Georgian villages like Tbilisi to cities, and why you may as well, and why Georgian villages are some of the nicest places that you'll go to in terms of just about any service. Hello and welcome back to the Traveling Reports. Today I wanted to go over why services in the villages of Georgia and additionally lifestyle is so seamless, and especially for a global entrepreneur and a person trying to move around. It's actually surprisingly good to stay in a Georgian village or a mini city. Realistically, what Georgia considers to be a city, I would consider to be a village. That said, a lot of villages in Georgia are extremely tight-knit, and you can go to people and ask them for just about anything, and they'll help you if they can. And this creates a network effect that wouldn't be seen many places. Of course, this is a Caucasian/Balkan thing. Additionally, it happens in Central Asia, where there's tight trust structures because it is a clan-based society. Whenever they meet someone, will attempt to help them through whatever they need. And whenever I am in a city like Tbilisi, which is more of a village, but Georgians consider it a city, it's often that I don't tend to have issues, right? Moving around, I don't tend to have issues spending time in Tbilisi, or realistically, I don't need to figure things out on my own because people jump in. Walking back to my guest house right now to help, and with this, that you get a very positive experience in living in a village in Georgia. And additionally, if you need quiet work areas, beyond dogs barking sometimes and some other potential slight issues, there's realistically a lot of benefits, I suppose, to the fact that you live in a village, because it is quiet, it is realistically more intimate than places like Tbilisi, which will have constant traffic patterns, or places like Batumi, which again will have constant traffic patterns. Now, Batumi was not built to be a city, and I'll go over why Batumi is unique in that regard, but irrespective, nowadays it is more cosmopolitan than most places in Georgia, and it's realistically built to be a city nowadays, even though the starts, and realistically, even through to not that long ago, it wasn't really a city. And so, of course, with that said, you get in villages a solid connection to the village itself, and especially if you're Western, people will accept you with open arms. And additionally, internet and so forth, which I'll make a full video on, is not that bad, actually. Internet is something that I will go more in depth into, but of course, if you have Magticom data, you can get internet in most villages that is very quick, and so that's one of the benefits of Georgia, is that it is so interconnected and it is so quick in internet speeds, especially for the region. You get faster speeds than Turkey, Armenia, or Azerbaijan, And this creates a net positive on your business and on your global mobility. As I live across the world more frequently, I realize that I often need a break in the villages, and obviously, this is a great way of learning the culture. It's a great way of spending time in an environment that otherwise you would have been blind to. And once a lot of people go to the villages, they don't want to go back to the cities, especially in Georgia, as there's beautiful nature uh, and extreme hospitality in comparison to a lot of other places within Georgia. And I'm not the biggest fan of Tbilisi personally. I know a lot of people love Tbilisi. However, for me, it was a little bit too hostile to business. It was a little bit too hostile to people who were outspoken. And for many, right, the fact that you have people who are hostile to business in Tbilisi but not in the villages shows you just how different mentality is. And in most circumstances, it's the opposite, right? It's the villages that are hostile to business and the cities that aren't hostile and that accept businesses. And so you get a unique situation in Georgia where village people are very pragmatic, they are very pro business, and this creates, in Georgia especially, a solid, line of thinking, and additionally a great hiring pool, and a very loyal hiring pool at that. So if you're looking for a way to go to a village in Georgia, feel free to contact me on the Calendly link down below. If you liked this video, feel free to like it. If you really like this video, feel free to share it. If you're looking to join me on the globalization and internationalization journey, and you're at all interested in any of these topics, I post multiple times per day. So I would appreciate a subscription. And of course, this has been a Trucking Report, signing off.